In this video, I'm going to help people understand what Bitcoin means in our world today. I am going to assume, especially if you follow my channel, that you already know what Bitcoin is and how it works. But for those of you who don't, Bitcoin is the world's first decentralized digital currency. It is not controlled by any third-party government or banking institution. It uses a decentralized network of miners who use their computer processing power to confirm Bitcoin transactions. A Bitcoin transaction cannot be approved unless it is confirmed through the decentralized network. This process of mining involves solving a mathematical problem in order to approve a transaction. The math gets more difficult the more Bitcoin transactions occur, up until all the Bitcoin are mined. It is written in Bitcoin's code that there is a limited supply of 21 million Bitcoin, which helps to make this a deflationary form of money, unlike the US dollar, the euro, or the yen, which are all fiat money controlled and printed by centralized banking institutions. In order to help you understand what Bitcoin really means in the world today, I am going to use an analogy of a dammed-off river, which I first heard used in a lecture by Andreas Antonopoulos, author of the book Mastering Bitcoin. This analogy resonated with me, and I wanted to share it with a visual. The current of the river represents money flowing through our economy. Without the dam, the river flows abundantly, and life flourishes having access to the abundance. With the dam in place, the money is no longer abundant. Because of the dam, the money is being hoarded and controlled, while life suffers from scarcity, fear, debt, poverty, war, and disease. The dam represents the centralized banking institutions and the system of debt enslavement that they have created. While the select few who run the banks live in a world of abundance, power, and control, the majority of the world suffers. Bitcoin represents someone who came along and drilled a hole in the dam. Now money is leaking out, going back into the hands of the people and empowering them. The hole is getting bigger. The more people who start using Bitcoin, the bigger the hole gets. Bitcoin was the first decentralized digital currency. Now, there are hundreds of alternative digital currencies, most commonly referred to as altcoins. The altcoins represent a bunch of other people who came along and drilled little holes in the dam. How big does the hole need to get before the entire dam collapses? How many people need to start using Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies before the entire dam just caves in on itself? Now ask yourself this question. Do you like what the big centralized banking institutions have done to this world? Do you like how they have funded and started every world war, staged every false flag terrorist attack, financially strangled and enslaved entire countries through debt, interest, and corruption? Do you like what the military-industrial complex, which is controlled by banks, has done all around the world? Do you like what governments, of which most are controlled by banks, have done in this world? Are you happy with the current fiat money system that has been put in place through war and propaganda? Do you like the taxes that the governments and big banks have imposed on the world? Do you like how the US dollar, the euro, and the yen, and other fiat currencies are constantly losing their value? Do you like the way the world is now, where only a very small group of people control almost everything through the money system? If you answered no to all those questions, then this is why you should start using Bitcoin and sharing Bitcoin with the world as quickly as possible. Imagine a world where governments did not have the power to infiltrate and control almost every aspect of people's lives on this planet. Imagine a world of abundance, where militaries were not persuaded to do what they do by a controlled fiat money system. Imagine you being able to send value to anyone, anywhere in the world, at the click of a button, with no high transaction fees and no bank or government having control over that transaction. The answer is right in front of us. The question is, what are you going to do about it?